Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, I just want to touch on something real briefly, man. It's with your boy Jay-Z and Drake, man. You know, they got this weird relationship where Drake has the utmost respect for Jay, and I don't know if it's the same with Jay, because you know Jay is funny like that sometimes. But they seem to just, you know, throw little jabs at each other. You know, as Drake trying to be the best he can be in this game. Jay, he's already solidified. He already stamped, you know, his footprints deep in that game, man. Recently, interestingly, Jay-Z has featured on a track called What It Feels Like with Nipsey Hussle. Now, it's also interesting because we haven't heard from this Nipsey Hussle like that prior to his death. You know, usually when artists, they pass away, I don't know whether it's the management or the label, whoever, they tend to just throw out records real quick, you know, and just get them out there. I don't know if it's in efforts to make back money or whatever the case may be, but that's not the case in Nipsey Hussle case. So it was pretty, you know, it was pretty refreshing. Me being a Nipsey fan, it was dope hearing his lyrics, man. It was dope hearing his voice again, because we know Nipsey, you know, he got busy, man. He always had a message whenever he put out a project, or he put out a song, whatever the case may be. He had a message in it, and I like the beat on this, all that, man. So everything pretty much tied in. And not only that, it was actually a song with Jay-Z. You know, this is the first Nipsey Hussle Jay-Z track. I think we all kind of seen it coming, because these are two great legends, classic dudes in our culture. Sadly, you know, Nipsey Hussle has passed away, but at the end of the day, man, it's like I said, it's refreshing to hear his voice. It's refreshing to hear these bars. It's just refreshing to hear this song, period. And then, you know, the lyricist Jay-Z, he's on there. So before I get into it, man, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now, let's get into the interesting part, man. As we all know, Drake and Jay has been subliminally taking shots at each other on records throughout the years. Now, even though Jay is considered the GOAT when it comes to rap, arguably, if you count in statistics, Drake will also be considered a GOAT too. You know, he done broke record after record. Even though he got caught up in a few allegations, not even allegations, it came out that, you know, he had ghostwriters at one point in time for certain like female records, or what was it, Quentin Miller, he wrote a few records for him, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, man, it seemed like he could do no wrong, because he's not missing. Just the other day, like the boy, he been on Billboard, all top 3 spots. So I don't know. Statistically, we can also consider Drake a GOAT, man. It just is what it is. A lot of people, they don't want to admit it, because, you know, it's like a street versus backpack rap, emo rap. You know, that whole lane right there. It's just different. So all the street dudes are going to just go with Jay-Z, period, because it's against Drake. So that's understandable. It's just two different, you know, realms of music. I don't know. Anyway, with Drake soft singing persona, you know, and all that I love you rap melody style, he'll always have like a hard time gaining the respect of the streets, where Jay-Z have thrived a core fan base for years. Now, no, there's no beef between the two. It's more like a Jordan versus LeBron thing, like friendly competition amongst the two individuals striving to be the best at their craft. Now, if you heard the song What It Feels Like with Nipsey Hussle on it, I think it was a Nipsey Hussle song featuring Jay-Z. But Jay wasted no time in throwing jabs at the Canadian rapper. He said this. He said, quote, "Scorpion bricks way before Aubrey's double disc. 40 on my lap, clap sound like 40 did the mix." End quote. Now, for the ones that didn't get it, you know, the slow ones in the back, Drake's last album was titled Scorpion, and it was a double disc classified as side A and side B. Now, one side being for rap and the other side being for strictly R&B. So I guess he was trying to, like, you know, satisfy his fans by giving some singing, some rap, whatever. Now, he had the whole Scorpion theme roll out for the album, and Jay-Z correlated the Scorpion to the streets. You know, it's well-known correlation to keys of cocaine, drugs, you know, stamped with the Scorpion picture, all that Narcos crap. You know how it go. Now, the 40 on my lap, clap sound like 40 did the mix part, that's in reference to Drake's official producer, Noah 40 Shabib. Now, pretty much y'all get what he did there with that whole gun bar, 40 should be, you know how I go. Now, once again, like I said, shouts out to Drake, man. He released an EP the other day, Scary Hours 2, which is a continuation of the first Scary Hours EP, and he delivers like he always do, man. And not only did he deliver, but the tape gave him extra recognition beyond his peers, because I don't know if anybody else was paying attention, but Drake was just putting in his stories a whole bunch of artists that were just sitting there calling him GOATs. GOAT. And that's another thing, man. Amongst his peers, they all call him the GOAT. I don't know, man. If you want to say GOAT, I said GOAT. If you want to say Drake is like the GOAT of this era, meanwhile Jay's like the GOAT of like the 90s, early 2000s, I don't know, but it's kind of hard when you sit there and other rappers who you probably respect or you feel is the best, they sitting there calling this man the GOAT. And statistically, hey, they're not wrong. Now he delivered like he always do, man. As of March 15th, all 3 songs that he had on the EP, because it was a small EP, it was just like considered like 3 songs. They all debuted on the Billboard Top 100 in the first top 3 spots, which is crazy. 1, 2, 3. That's not easy to do. That means all 3 of the songs somebody was listening to. That's not hard. I mean, that's not easy to do, man. He make it seem easy, but trust me, it's not an easy thing to do. And if it was, everybody else would be doing it. Also, it made him the first artist to ever do that, period. Whether rap or R&B, I think. So, congrats to him, man. Now, back to Hov. Aside from sending little jabs at Drake, a few bars stuck out to me, and it seemed like Jay was alluding to some things. Now, I don't know if y'all caught it, but I'm going to point them out. And y'all let me know what y'all think, because y'all know Jay, man, his position and his rank, I'm pretty sure he higher up there with the elites. He know things that's going on that we may not have no insight to. So I'm always listening to Jay-Z. He always got a message too, and with him you gotta like read between the lines. It's a lot of gray areas because he never really say exactly what it is. He just, you know, dibble and dabble. But he said things like this, quote, "I'm selling weed in the open, bringing folks home from the feds. I know that payback gonna be mean. I'm saving all my little bread. Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real is extinct, and it ain't safe for me, my dog." Now, pretty much, Jay is black. Like, all the success he has, let's not forget that this man is black. And he's in a very, very high position, man. And this guy's making NFL deals, liquor deals. He has the restaurants. He has, well, he had part ownership in the Nets. Yo, listen. This man's catalog is just different, and he's pretty much telling y'all like, yo, listen, I'm selling weed. He got a he also got a dispensary. He's bringing people home. Him and Meek, they got this bail reform thing where they freeing a couple inmates that's been doing a long time, whatever case. He's basically saying, listen, he sees the pattern of what they doing to these black idols, a lot of these other black entertainers that reach a high level of success. I don't know about y'all, but he's letting it be known, listen, they might come for me too. Y'all may think he's a part of this Illuminati, he's this. He's like, listen, I'm not exempt. That's what I got from him. He's like, yo, I'm not exempt. I'm doing all these things. The minute I stop listening to them or stop doing what they want me to do, they coming after me too. And that should let us know, man, like, that should tell us something right there. There's a lot, listen, there's a lot said in that little bar right there, man. Let's fast forward to Bill Cosby real quick. This man wanted to buy a whole TV network, right? And it seemed like before he could do it, and it's crazy that he even had the money to do something like that. That's billions of dollars sometimes. Millions. The fact that he had the power and the finance to even do that lets you know, man. And they didn't want that. Let's be real. They don't want us in that door. So what happens? You know, all these weird rape allegations, and anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, he also said this, quote, "Y'all know this can't swim. They fried Mike after he died. Y'all know this can't win. You'll never land, all jokes aside. I arrived on the day Fred Hampton got murdered. Hold up. Assassinated, just to clarify it further." Now, once again, alluding to another situation that we may not have too much insight on. The Michael Jackson situation, man. It was very faulty. Michael Jackson told us himself, they're trying to get me. He said, yo, listen, they trying to kill me. They coming for me. Listen, Michael Jackson was very powerful. Very. He owned, I think, if I'm not mistaken, some of Elvis catalog. He owned some of Sony. He had the Beatles catalog. That man had never-ending money. And I don't know if some of y'all could, like, you know, dissect what he said, but he said, y'all know this can't win. You'll never land, all jokes aside. Now, you Neverland, you know, Neverland, Michael Jackson, Netherlands. That was a nice play on words, man. And now, for y'all that don't know who Fred Hampton is, because he also said, I arrived on the day Fred Hampton got murdered. Hold up. Assassinated, just to clarify it further. Like I said, for y'all don't know who he is, he was a young chairman of the Black Panther group who was born August 30th, 1948 in Summit, Illinois. Now, he was ranked as a radical threat by the FBI, right? And he was assassinated, quote unquote, assassinated in 1969. Now, as of December of 1969, which was the day he died, Hampton was shot and killed in his bed during a pre-dawn raid at his Chicago apartment by a tactical unit of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office in conjunction with the Chicago Police Department and the FBI during that raid. Now, some say it was a mistake, and some say he was targeted and assassinated. Now, given Jay's rank and who he is in the hip-hop world, I'm sure he has some insight that the average Joe Schmo won't. I always listen carefully because, like I said, you gotta read in between the lines. Now, it's been said that Fred Hampton was in his sleep when they shot him. It was a big thing back in the days, man, but we know what that was about. Come on. They wanted to take that man out, and they did. It was a big, like I said, it was a big thing. When y'all get a chance, look up Fred Hampton on YouTube. It's an interesting story. I read about it. It's actually interesting to hear Jay actually talk about it as well. Props to him on that, man. But I'm not gonna prolong it any further. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Jay taking jabs at Drake, them going back and forth, because you know they keep doing it to each other. They never really say each other's name. That's what makes it a little interesting and fun. But and what you think about the other the other bars pointing out a few situations that we, the people, may not even know, and they go over our heads. Like, it's a lot going on. 2021, man, as Gala, she explains, and I always mention her because when it comes to spiritual awareness, she's dope. She's just assertive. Everything is in your face. Her, along with other mediums, explain like, yo, it's a spiritual warfare. Like, we at war right now, but it's spiritual. It's what you can't see it. And if y'all go back to some of my videos about your energy and being a spiritual, I spoke upon this before I even knew Galahagan. And I'm telling y'all, man, from the things you read to the things you listen to, from the things you watch, all that is from the news, especially the news, social media, Ball Alert, Shade Room, all that stuff is there, man, and it's sucking our energy dry. Everything is negative. And a weak person will not be able to take it. So it's up to y'all, man, what y'all gonna do in the spiritual warfare. But it is what it is. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. Let me know how y'all feel about Jay taking shots at Drake. Just the overall whole collective of the song, man. Without further ado, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.